I speak unto thee this day, and I say that it is indeed my desire that men would open unto me, receive of me, and make progress in me. That is, that they would be willing to have their faith, their trust, their confidence in me, for I am indeed well able. And I say, when you look upon what it is that I, the living God, am able to do for thee, I say that I bring thee forth. And I say, when you look upon the way that I, the living God, will guide thee, I say it is in the everlasting light that I provide. For I say it is me, the living God, who is indeed the way of truth, the way of light, and the way of mercy provided. And I say, if you will be adhering unto me, believing in me, you are ever guided by me. For I say that I, the living God, do find my joy, my pleasure in a people who have their faith in me. For I say it is by faith that my own people will be brought forth, ever trusting in me. Now I say, if you consider that you are not meant to be drilling me, to be analyzing me, to be haranguing me with your questions of doubt, but I say you are meant to will yourself to be faithful and true, that is, ever trusting in me. And I say you are meant to have your hope in me and not in any circumstance. For I say it is me, the living God, who is alone thy refuge. It is me, the living God, who is alone thy mercy, thy truth. Therefore I say, in a wayward, a vile, a corrupted, and evil generation, consider that it is me you are meant to believe. That is, consider that I am the one you are meant to keep your trust upon, that you are meant to look to believe and obey. For I say, the more that you keep looking unto me, the more you are guided forth by me. Now I say, if you really consider, when I came upon this earth and I lived as a man, what did I see? I say that I saw the ones who claimed that they believed in the Father, who refused to believe in me. And I say that I saw the ones who claimed they were indeed Abraham's seed, who were nothing more than a brood of vipers. That is, they were a brood of vipers that is ready to strike out at the truth at any time, because they were despising the truth, refusing the truth, and loving to cleave unto lies. Now I say that I, the living God, never called thee to cleave unto lies, but I say that I've called thee to cleave to the truth. And I say that I've called thee to be thankful that it is me that you can be looking unto, believing and trusting in. I say that I've called thee to be thankful that you are indeed meant to be guided, directed, and corrected by me. For I say there is no mistake in the way that I, the living God, will take thee, for yes, you are mine. And I say, if you purpose yourself into my hands, you will find that my hands will guide thee in the way of life. But I say, if you are ever looking to other sources, if you are ever looking to circumstance, if you are ever looking to have your own way, what is it that you do? I say you put yourself in the classification of vipers, because you have stopped trusting and believing in me. And I say you will be suspicious, accusatory, and full of railing accusation. And why is it so? I say it is because you have failed to keep your faith, your trust, your confidence in me. Now I say that I, the living God, do indeed have the faith requirement, and my own people are meant to meet up to the same. That is, my people are meant to keep steady in their faith, their trust, their confidence in me, knowing that I'm able. For I say, if it is me, the living God, that you will be looking unto, believing and trusting in, what shall you see? You shall see that I bring thee forth, that you can indeed be uplifted, rejoicing, coming forth in me. For I say it is me, the living God, who is indeed the way of righteousness, the way of truth, and the way of mercy provided. And it is me, the living God, who will be ever present to strengthen, to direct, to uplift, and bring thee forth. It is me, the living God, who will be ever present to give to thee the blessedness of truth and light, mercy and hope, and the peace of who I am. For I say you are meant to keep faithful, that is, ever looking unto me. For I say that I, the living God, do find joy when my people believe me, then move ahead according to their faith in me. I say you are not meant to spend your whole life in doubt and fear and unbelief and accusation and suspicion against me. For I say, if you really consider that put you in the classification of the vipers who received absolutely nothing from me. And I say they were counted as my enemies rather than my friends, because they chose the way of their own understanding. Now I say that I, the living God, never called thee to walk in the way of your own understanding, but I say that I've called thee to walk in the way of my life. That is, I have called thee to be thankful that you are indeed given the truth and the light, the mercy, the peace, and the hope of who I am. I say that I've called thee to be thankful that you can indeed be coming forth ever rejoicing that it is me that you serve. For I say, if you look upon what it is that I do for thee, you cannot help but be glad in me. Therefore I say this day, do not give way to the questioning, the suspicion, the accusation, the fear that would seek to overwhelm thee. But I say instead, be emboldened in thy faith in me, the author and the finisher, the one who will take thee in the way of my life. And I say, be thankful that it is me that you can keep trusting, believing, and looking unto, for I am the one who is able. For I say, even in the days of darkness, that it is me, the living God, who will give thee the pathway of light. And I say, even in the time when men are lacking, because they do not have what it is that I offer, I say that you will be abundant in me. That is, if you continue to trust me, believe me, and know that I'm able, you are ever guided forth in my way. Now I say, if you pray and you ask me, and I, the living God, do respond to thee, I say, do not move far from me. That is, by refusing to accept the truth and turning as those who were the brood of vipers who refused to believe in me. For I say, if you consider that it was through their unbelief, through their hatred for the truth, for their suspicion and accusation, that they lost out, even though they claimed they were Abraham's seed. For I say they did not have the faith to believe, to trust that Abraham had, and even though they were of the natural lineage, I say they gained no life at all in the Spirit, nor were they acceptable unto the Father. And I say it is because they refused to believe, to trust in me, when I came, when I dwelt among them, when I demonstrated the power of my kingdom. And I say because they held to their own understanding, because they refused to be budged from their carnal reasoning, I say they are the ones who completely lost out. And though they ranted and raved about their classification, their qualification as Abraham's seed, I say it counted for naught. I say this day, do not be as the foolish who trust their own religiosity, their own understanding, and think they are secure in the same. But I say instead, be ever trusting me, looking unto me, believing and hoping, for I am well able. That is, if you will continue to resolve it within yourself that it is me that you will believe, it is of me that you will receive. For I say that I, the living God, will not cease nor fail to give unto thee everything that you have need of, if you will but continue trusting, believing, and hoping in me. For I say it is me, the living God, who is indeed the way of righteousness, the way of truth, and the way of mercy provided. And I say, if you will indeed be coming forth in that way, you will be ever uplifted in me. And I say that you will be guided forth, for I, the living God, will guide thee day by day. And I say that I will give unto thee the blessedness of who I am. I say this day, why not allow your faith to soar? Why not allow your faith to increase? Why not be ever believing me? That is, why be as the fearful, the faithless, the ones who have already given themselves to unbelief and are proud of the same. For I say such ones are truly a pain unto me, a disgust and a shame, because they have turned back to unbelief. That is, they have resorted to their own carnal understanding and reasoning, rather than walking in the Spirit, believing in me. Now I say that I, the living God, am the one who has saved thee from the destiny of hell. I am the one who has given thee mercy, and even protects thee from your own self. Therefore I say, why should you turn to the God of self and believe the rantings and the ragings of the same, when you are meant to keep steadfastly believing in me? That is, when you are indeed meant to be partaking of that which I give thee, which is my light upon the path. And I say you are meant to be trusting always that it is me, the living God, who is indeed the light, the strength, the power, the glory provided for thee. I say, therefore, this day be thankful that you can indeed be brought forth, uplifted and directed and guided in the truth, the light, the mercy of who I am. And I say, be thankful that through me you are given all that you have need of, for I am indeed well able. That is, it is me, the living God, who is able to protect thee, direct thee, and guide thee forth, for yes, indeed you are mine. And it is me, the living God, who is well able to purpose thee in the pathway of life that I provide. Now even this day, know that I, the living God, will put challenges of faith upon thee, and I say you are meant to be receiving the same. That is, you are meant to be accepting those challenges and walking them out, knowing that it is me, the living God, who will be ever present with thee. That is, it is me, the living God, who will be ever present to give to thee the truth, the light, the mercy, and the hope, and the peace that I provide. For I say, when it is me that you will continue to look to believe, to trust, to obey, you are brought forth in my way. I say, therefore, this day be thankful that you are given the privilege to believe, to receive, and to partake of me. I say, be thankful that you are indeed guided forth in the blessedness, the truth, the light that I give day by day. I say, be thankful that you do not need to be taken in the way of fools and likewise overwhelmed, but you can indeed be guided forth, knowing that it is me, the living God, who will give mercy and peace, hope and truth unto thee. Therefore I say this day, be glad that I am the one who is ever present, that I am the one who does direct, correct, and guide thee forth. And I say, be thankful that through me you are given the strength and the truth, the blessedness, and the mercy of who I am. For I say it is through me, the living God, that life is intended to be ever present unto thee because of your faith in me. For I say that the man who believes in me will not be made ashamed. But I say that the man who turns back to an evil heart of unbelief will find himself under the weight of the same. I say this day that I, the living God, delight to give to thee mercy and truth, peace and hope and strength time and again. And I say that I do delight to direct, correct, and guide thee forth, for yes, indeed you are mine. And I say that I do delight to give unto thee the light upon thy path, that you can indeed be ever purposed in me. For I say it is me, the living God, who is righteousness. It is me, the living God, who is mercy. And it is me, the living God, who is indeed the truth provided for thee. Therefore I say, be coming forth rejoicing, ever guided, uplifted, directed, and corrected by me. And I say, be coming forth rejoicing, that you are privileged to be mine, that you are privileged to walk in my way. For I say, if you really consider the infinite mercy that I do give, I say you cannot help but be thankful unto me, that it is me, the living God, who is the way of all righteousness, and you can walk in the same and be kept in me. For I say, if you are ever believing and trusting, hoping and walking in me, you are ever guided forth. Therefore I say, be glad, ever thankful, that I am the one who will purpose thee, direct thee, and show thee the truth, that you can be kept in the same. For I say it is by me that you are given the infinite riches of faith in me. And I say, if you really accept the challenges that I, the living God, will put upon thee to increase thy faith, you will see that you will indeed grow by leaps and bounds. For I say it is a time that I, the living God, am calling forth the children who keep their faith in me. That is, the children of faith rather than the children of so-called Abraham's seed, who are nothing but a brood of vipers. For I say that the vipers will receive the wrath revealed, but I say the children of faith, the true believers, will receive abundance in me. I say, give thanks, give praise.